whatever you decide to do, from all fours or from downward dog, slowly walk yourself forward into half forward fold for pregnant, or forward fold with knees bent for non-pregnant. Bring your chin into the chest, slowly coming up, 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 into standing, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lovely. And then from here, we'll flow into one set of sun salutations, your options and versions of doing it, but with the inner lunge with knees bent. So rather than going into a full lunge, we'll keep the knees bent. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And just so that we can synchronize the breath, we're going to inhale again one more time, arms up. And as you exhale, hands to heart center. And the next time will flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale into forward fold, knees bent. Inhale, hands to shins. Half forward fold, straight back. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the right leg, right knee down. Coming into all fours. Holding all fours here. And on the exhale, now you know your version would be the for pregnancy stretch, going into Anahatasana, stretch your arms up in front of you, come with your head down. And for others, bring your belly in, exhale, bend your elbows, chest down. So non-pregnant into cobra. Exhale, come into all fours. Tuck your toes under downward dog. Inhale, stepping the right leg forward. Left knee down, open the chest. Exhale, coming into forward fold, bend your knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lovely. Left side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back with the left leg, left knee down. Coming into all fours. And then your version of connecting vinyasas, exhaling elbows into your body, chest down. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, stepping in with the left leg, right knee down. Open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now stay here, pushing into the floor. Into the floor, pushing with your feet. Grounding yourself. Noticing the feet pushing into the floor, all the corners of your feet. So the outer corners, the inner corners, the heel. Relax your knees, bend your knees, micro bend in your knees. Pull your belly in, lengthen through the spine. Open the chest. Shoulder blades a little bit together. Hands onto your heart center or releasing the hands by the side of your body. So whichever way is easier. The next time you inhale, take your arms above the head. As you exhale, sit back into chair pose. Pull the belly in, lengthen through the spine. Strong, strong legs, knees pointing forward. Really strongly through the thighs, through the feet down, grounding, pulling the belly in. Inhale, coming up a tiny bit, not completely. Exhale down, sit down into chair. Inhale, tiny bit up. Exhale down. Squeeze your belly in. Inhale up. And the next time you go into exhale, you're coming, exhale, forward fold or half forward fold. Head down. You inhale, step your right leg back. Now staying here. So as we're going to be staying here for a little bit longer, you might want to reintroduce your blanket again for the knee support. Now, opening, so first position will be the foot, the left foot is between the legs or a little bit to the side. So to allow the belly to go, to not to be squashed. So whichever way you decide to do, the next thing that you need to think of is opening the chest. So you're opening the chest forward, gazing forward. Now bring your belly into the spine. Now with your feet, with your left foot on the exhale, you're pushing down into the floor. With the right knee, you're pushing the right knee down into the floor. At the same time, you're pushing the heel into the knee. So you've got pushing and sort of pulling action as well. So that it's like a crisscross. As in diagonally from knee to heel, you're trying to squeeze them in together. And at the same time, you're pushing the into the ground. So you'll be noticing the sensation in your glutes, you'll be noticing the sensations in the whole of your pelvic floor. The next thing you do is you inhale and you take your arms up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the arms. On the exhale, take the arms behind you. Now you can either do the action we did earlier. So with the arms internally rotating and then bringing them both behind you to touch, to go behind the shoulder blades. Or you can grab hold of the opposite elbow. Or you can take the arms behind you and just cross the hands. So interlock the hands. Whichever way you do it, whatever you do, it'll be opening the chest. So whatever's available to you, you go there. At the same time, don't forget these actions with the legs. So pushing with the foot, pushing with the knee, and then trying to bring them together. So it's quite a strong pose. You may look, but it's the feeling of the pose that is really important. And on the inhale, release the arms, take the arms up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, hands down towards the floor. So you're touching the hands towards the floor. Sit your sitting bones back. Stretch the left leg. Now, keep the toes down or lift the toes up. Whichever way is easier for you. Whatever is you feel that is better. But you're just lengthening through the releasing the sensations in the left leg. Noticing the sensations here. Inhale, come back into the lunge. Exhale, sit back and repeat. Repeat this action twice. Inhale, lunge, open the chest. Exhale, sit back. This time, sit back onto your heel. Stretching the legs in front of you. Stretching the left leg in front of you. Keep hold. So lengthening through the tailbone, holding your belly in. Now, if you need to support yourself, and if this is not really good, do come off, and then just sit so that your foot, so that you're sitting on your sitting bones, and that your leg, the right leg, is out. So whatever is easier for you to do. And then slowly walk yourself forward. So similar action. Now, Alison, wherever you are, don't push yourself. Slowly. Do it slowly. Now, if you're sitting on your heel, on your right heel, you might be able to pull your belly in and then push yourself up to come into lunge. If you are sitting into like half a butterfly pose, then you might just want to walk your hands up into seated, and then just adjust yourself so that you can come into all fours. If you're in runner's lunge, then come into all fours. Just release down briefly releasing down into child's pose before we do the right leg forward. Slowly coming up onto all fours. Press the right leg forward between your hands or to the side, wherever it's easier for you. The same action again. Pushing with the foot down into the floor, pushing with the knee down into the floor, pushing or pulling the heel towards the knee. Opening the chest here. So opening the chest. So if I have the bricks, but I haven't used them today. But if you have the bricks, you might want to use the bricks and just slowly kind of open your chest here. And then on the inhale, pull your arms up, strong legs. Arms up, strong legs. On the exhale, arms behind you, rotating internally with the shoulders. Now, while you're here, wherever your shoulders are, so if your hands are crossed behind you, If they are interlocked behind you, then just dip your chin into your chest. If your hands are, so actually do the same with the dipping your chin, even if your hands are holding behind the, holding the opposite elbow or holding the behind the shoulder blades. So just dip your chin in, lengthen through the tailbone. And remember to push and pull with the knee and the foot. It's really strong action there. And then release the hands down to the floor. Then again, stretch your right leg here. Inhale, so stretch the right leg and pull the hips back. So the hips go towards the heel. Inhale, come into lunge. Strong action. Don't let the hips sag down. So really strong action again in the pelvic floor and in your hips. Stretch the leg, the right leg. Inhale, come back. And back, stretching the leg. And then slowly bring the knees back to center. And instead of going into child's pose, let's put the knees together. And then take the hips to the right. Drop the hips to the right. Then come back to center. And then drop the hips to the left. Come back to center. One more time. On both sides. Lovely. And then come back into child's pose. So this time, a wide-legged child's pose. So just so that we can do a bit of twisting action, because we haven't done it in the flow, and like to do some of the spinal twists. So firstly, and perhaps for some of you, it might be better to keep your hands, your forearms down onto the floor. So make it rather wide, a rather wide child's pose. So wide knees, keeping the knees really wide, toes together or toes apart, whatever's easier for you. And then you can stretch your arms in front of you, or you can come down onto your forearms, whatever's easier. And just firstly, notice the sensations here. Notice any sensations in the inner thighs. Perhaps the sensations in the glutes. Perhaps if your arms are stretched out, notice the sensations under the upper arms, or maybe in your wrists. Basically any sensations that you're getting all over your body, the stretch in the back. But there should be no sensation of pain. Whatever you're feeling now, there could be mild stretches in any part of the body that you're feeling, but no sensation of a pain. There should be no pain anywhere in the body. Now from this pose, whether you're on forearms or your arms are stretched out, walk your hands towards the right knee, wherever you're getting. So you don't have to touch the right knee. But you're going to just increase the sensation in the left side of the body. If you had lunch fairly late, or if you're pregnant and you're suffering from indigestion, then I'd suggest not to put the head down to the floor so much, but just keep your head up and perhaps just lift yourself onto your forearms. And with just lifting your head up, you would still get a sensation in the left side of the body or the stretch. And slowly walk yourself back to center. Stay here for a bit. Few breaths here. Just scan your body, notice every sensation anywhere, any feedback that you're getting from the body. And then walk your hands, forearms, towards the left side of your, so towards the left knee. Notice the stretch in the right side of the body. And slowly come back to center. And then come back to your seated pose. So either a seated meditation, or because you didn't really have a Shavasana or your version of Shavasana, then do come down, rest down with your lower back down onto the floor or to the left side of the body if you're pregnant, with supports, perhaps getting the bolster under your right knee, right leg, and releasing down. Oops, sorry. So whatever's easier for you, wherever you feel more comfortable, come into that pose. Wherever you are, bring yourself aware of your connection, your physical body with the floor. Notice every part of the body that is touching the floor. And however cliche may sound, just bring your breath down to those parts. So exhaling every time you notice the parts of the body touching the floor. Releasing down into those parts, releasing down towards the earth, relaxing the muscles in your body. Relax your jaw, relax your facial muscles, relax the cheeks, relax the tongue. Inside your mouth. Bring the tip of the tongue behind your top teeth. And notice your breath. Notice your inhale, notice your exhale. Remain connected to your body. Remain connected to the sensations of rest, relaxation, pause. And stay with this open, embodied awareness throughout your Shavasana, your version of it. And slowly start coming back to your physical body. Bring your awareness to the sounds. From the sounds, bring some sensations into your hands, the movement into your hands, the arms. To come up, to come out of the pose, bring your knees into your chest, Rock your hips from one side to another if you're lying down still. And then take yourself to either rock up into seated or take yourself to the side and come up into seated pose. Once you're ready, take your arms up above your head, lengthen through the fingers. Bring your hands together into Anjali Mudra. Bring your mudra down to the heart center. Dip your chin down. And once again, thank yourself. Thank yourself for connection to your body. Thank yourself for the time, for the practice. And thank yourself for the love that you give, that you have for yourself and for the others around you. And I thank you for practicing with me tonight. Thank you.